How does FAFSA work with divorced parents? If you are a teenager with divorced parents, you might be wondering how to fill out the free application for federal student aid. This process can feel a bit tricky, but I'm here to break it down for you. When it comes to filling out the FAFSA, you only need to provide financial information from one parent. This is usually the parent you lived with the most during the past 12 months. If you spent equal time with both parents, then you should use the parent who provided you with more financial support. Let's go through the steps together. First, determine which parent's information to use. If you lived with one parent more than the other, that parent will fill out the FAFSA. If you split your time evenly, go with the parent who helped you financially the most. This is the parent who will report their income and assets on the form. If your custodial parent is remarried, you will also need to include the financial information of your step-parent. The FAFSA looks at the total household income, so it's important to include both parents' information if applicable. Your custodial parent should select divorced or separated as their marital status when completing the form. They will also need to give consent for the FAFSA to access their Internal Revenue Service tax information electronically. This helps keep everything accurate. When you fill out the FAFSA, you will be asked about your parents' education levels. Only include information about your biological or adoptive parents. Step-parents do not count for this question. Both you and the parent completing the FAFSA will need to create a federal student aid identification. This is a username and password that allows you to sign the FAFSA electronically. You might be curious why only one parent's information is needed. The rules are set up this way because the federal government wants to understand the financial situation of the household you live with the most. If your divorced parents are living together, however, you will need to include both parents' financial information. Here are some practical tips for you. Talk to your parents early about who will fill out the FAFSA and gather their financial documents, like tax returns. Make sure the parent completing the FAFSA knows to include their spouse's information if they are remarried. Keep track of deadlines and create your federal student aid identification ahead of time to avoid any delays. If you are unsure which parent to use, don't hesitate to ask your school counselor or a financial aid advisor for help. Providing accurate information is key to getting the right amount of financial aid. Understanding these steps will help you navigate the FAFSA process smoothly and increase your chances of receiving the financial support you need for college.